it's not the hospital's fault. But what does the poor person do? The poor person is in the hospital begging for oxygen that doesn't exist, for an ICU bed that doesn't exist, and the hospital in turn is begging for oxygen that it isn't getting. And so here we are at Gangaram, where exactly this played out. 25 of its sickest patients died. I just wanted to just bring a sense of the pain that exists in the universe of India that isn't on Twitter, because I don't think that universe is getting its voice heard. I'll start with you, Muffi, only because you always keep optimistic when the rest of us feel shitty. Uh, but as a doctor, that must really hurt you that the rage is now being directed and redirected at hospitals after everything that you guys are going through. You have made personal sacrifices, taken risks to your life. But when these people get angry, they don't know who to lash out at, so they lash out at the hospital.
No, I speak for my community out over here, and I say that every doctor has proudly given up all his personal pleasures, all his family life, and everything else, including risking his own life, only to put his hand up and be counted in this war against Corona. We do believe we are going to be the front line. We'll be your first shield of defense. Unfortunately, we've been rendered completely effectless. Today, it's almost like fighting a nuclear war with a lathi. Yeah, you're saying we don't have drugs, we don't have oxygen, and how much can we plead? We are just a small little fragment of the entire spectrum. The anger is but naturally going to be directed at the lowest end. In India, we always try and target someone who's defenseless. And here, the medical community, the doctors are defenseless. We will never target our anger at the high and mighty because we know we can't even reach them. And that's the sad story of the Corona war in India today.
I'm really struck by that line that you used. It's like fighting a nuclear war with a lathi. Do you want to elaborate on that, Muffi?
See, today we all do know, and even the man on the street knows that to save a life, you need oxygen. When someone's gasping for breath, you need oxygen. What can doctors do? What can hospitals do when they can just plead with the people who need to provide the oxygen? And in this case, I believe the center controls the oxygen. It's not even up to the state. So whoever has to provide oxygen from where they provide, this is their job. They were elected for this job. It is their job to save national lives. And I think they've been found wanting in that capacity.